Our next inductee, we talked earlier about how elite these athletes truly are. But for our next inductee, he is truly the elite of the elite because he is the first men's or women's soccer player to be inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame. Then this program right now, I mentioned earlier, they're ranked number 8 nationally. They've won 12 in a row. They're in position to compete for another GLIAC championship this year. And a big part of that is our great success with our international athletes. We have a lot of great American athletes on our team, don't get me wrong, but when we went from one level to the next, it was when our level of international athletes went up a notch. And to me, our next inductee was the beginning of that. He was our first great international player here at Northwood. To introduce Ross Aitchison to the Athletic Hall of Fame, our men's soccer coach, Mr. Doug Carter.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you to the committee. Over the course of the last 10 years, I've wrote a couple of notes each year, and it's been a long while. So Dave Marsh said I only had 5 minutes, but I will be here longer than that. I'd like to thank everyone connected to the Hach Center, first of all. Several years ago, Ross and a few friends who were also on the soccer team decided to have a kick around in here. They decided they would play 3 against 3, and unfortunately, as one shot hit somebody, deflected up, and the ball got caught in the rafters. It was on this very court. Well, suffice to say, when that ball is up in the rafters, what do? They thought it was very prudent to get another ball and smack it up there to dislodge the ball from the rafters. Well, suffice to say, it was at that point that we found there were no guards over the sprinkler system as they hit a sprinkler head. It wasn't the best of times to be a men's soccer coach, as every single day we slowly watched this path of water trickle from this end to that end, and eventually all 3 courts were refurbished. First of all, I must apologise for my unshaven appearance this evening. I cannot break with karma as the men's team are currently on such a great winning streak. Tonight's a great honour for me both personally and professionally to introduce one of my former players, Ross Aitchison, and he is indeed the first soccer player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Ross's biography states that he is a 3-time All-GLIAC honoree and the all-time leader in school history for goals, 30, and points, 68. With our success, we hope, Ross, that we change that, okay? During the 2007 season, he finished with 17 goals and 36 points, both of which are second in Northwood history. He was a standout in the classroom as well. Aitchison earned second-team Scholar All-American honours from the NSCAA in 2008, and that marked the very first time in Northwood history that a soccer player had earned such honour. Aitchison also earned All-GLIAC academic honours 3 times, as well as NSCA honours throughout his career. Whilst this sheds light on Ross, it does not fully describe the student athlete or the man. Roscoe, as he is still affectionately known by my 2 sons, is best described by words such as determined, committed, leader, dedicated, and strong. Ross the player was all of these things, running through the proverbial brick wall in every game, always giving his all. He was a fine target and a fine goal scorer as a forward, rugged, who gave to opposing defenders as good as he got, and as a midfielder was never given the full credit he deserved, not only as a ball winner, but as someone who could be very creative offensively. This evening, in celebrating Ross's contribution to NU, it is ironic that his greatest achievement and contribution has gone unnoticed. It has gone unattributed until this evening. It is born out of the deepest of adversity and the deepest of despair when, in October 2007, one of our men's soccer players, Derek Kawuya, tragically passed away in his bedroom due to an unknown heart condition. For all who knew Derek, it was an event that affected us deeply, and for many of us still does to this day. Yet in 2007, this team in mourning went on a 6-game winning streak to reach the first ever GLIAC tournament final. As we all strive to give meaning to events, we hoped that we were a team of destiny, one that could win a championship, and by doing so, honour the man who had so cruelly been taken from us. Ross, as captain, galvanised all of the team, rallying us like Mel Gibson in Braveheart, time and again, leading with passion, sincerity, and a maturity far beyond his years. Unfortunately, it was not to be, as that inaugural final was lost 2-0 to Gannon in front of almost 900 paying fans and probably another 400 who climbed the fences to get in and throw things at us. Only a handful of us were in NU blue that day, but we were proud. It was an abrupt end to the season. Soccer had been the thing that kept us united, kept our mind focused, and without it, all of us could not help think about Derek. For some, it was too much as the team slowly began to unravel, some leaving NU, some no longer playing, and some returning home to England. For me personally, it all seemed too much. I rarely spoke of things as I contemplated leaving both Northwood and the coaching fraternity. Ross and myself would often sit down and chat, not as player and coach, but seemingly now as two friends. Ross's character traits of commitment, leadership, and dedication shone through. And through the simple act of chatting to Ross, it brought some sort of comfort and solace to the point that loyalty grew unlike any other. How could I contemplate running away and leaving when Ross was staying the course here at Northwood? And so, as a coach, and with my new friend, I decided to stay. Without him, my life would have taken a completely different path. I would not be here today, would not be coaching, and would be not having another marvellous season as part of the Northwood men's soccer programme. For the next 2 years on road trips, he would sit alongside me in the van and our chats would invariably continue. I was not surprised when in September 2014 he went on to marry this girl he spoke so fondly about, a wee Scottish lass named Vicky. Translated, that means a cute lady. Nor was I surprised by how well he has done professionally through his hard work, honesty, and integrity. As we seek within NU Athletics to go make a difference, I would argue that no man in the history of NU men's programme has made more of a difference than Ross Aitchison. In spite of the distance between our countries and how regularly we may chat, I will regard him as a friend for life, a friend who has given far more to me than I ever could to him. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the very great pleasure to introduce to you my friend, Ross Aitchison, for induction as part of the 2015 class into the Hall of Fame.
Now that's going to take some following. I'll try my best to speak as slow as possible so you guys can all understand me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honour to stand up here in front of you all today and be acknowledged for my achievements while I was at Northwood University. In 2006, almost 9 years ago, I travelled over 6,000 miles to come to Northwood University from a small town called Eyemouth, which sits on the southeast coast of Scotland. Unknown to me at that time, this was the start of a journey that would shape my future professionally and personally forever. It's a great honour to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and be part of the Northwood Athletics department. However, this would not have been possible without the support of family, friends, faculty, the athletics department, Northwood University and everyone in it. It's just one big family. My time at Northwood was filled with far more highs than lows, but I can easily say it was some of the best days of my life. Being in this hall reminds me of another story, Doug, and it was on a very special occasion when my coach, Doug Carr, had me and my fellow teammates on our hands and knees polishing the floor for some overindulging in some activities outside campus. I never did that again. So now I would just like to say some special thank yous. First of all, to my parents, my dad who's joined us, Douglas, my mum who's had to stay at home, and who basically made it possible for me to follow my dreams, gave me support every step of the way. Also my wife, who I got married last year to, who I met in my second year at Northwood. Very important to me. She helped me get through the final years of my school. So she's a massive part of my life then and now. Also to my friends, teammates who I met in America, who actually made the transition from the UK life to the US life possible. As you can imagine, the cultures are a bit different, but it took a little bit of time to get used to it. So as you know, we scrubbed the floors, so it took a little bit of time, we'll say. But yeah, thanks a lot for the guys. I've got some of the guys here tonight as well. And also, I need to thank Northwood University and the athletic department, who provide me with the tools to perform on the field and in the classroom. This gave me a great foundation in my professional career outside soccer and now my working career. So I need to thank them for that. Moving on, can't obviously forget this man standing behind me, Doug Carter and his family. From the first day I met Doug, he brought me into the soccer family, and he made this place feel like home for the 4 years I was there. Even though he's English and he supports a terrible soccer team, I won't hold it against him, because he helped me achieve my full potential while I was being here, and he was always there every single step of the way. Me and Doug started as coach and player, but by the end of the 4 years, he became great friends. And that's all I could ask for. Once again, I'd just like to say it's an absolute honour to receive this award. And I hope you've been able to understand my speech tonight. But thanks again. It's great seeing all old friends as well. Thank you.
Ross was a really versatile player. Like his 1 year, he scored 17 goals, and the next year he didn't score as many goals, but because his role changed, he was a better player that following season. So Roscoe, congratulations, much deserved.